Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with another movie reaction. Today we are watching Ghostbusters. And yeah, it's been accumulating votes over a long period of time over on Patreon. And figured it was time to check it out. Especially since it's October, Halloween is just around the corner. Figured it'd be a great time to watch this film. And most of what I know about the film does come from Stranger Things. They have like they work proton packs. I know the theme song. I don't know from where exactly. Probably another TV show. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. I think they sang it in Stranger Things too, or like just that little part. But I'm pretty sure I heard it somewhere before. Otherwise, I don't know too much about the film. I know it's a classic, so definitely should have checked it out earlier. But I'm excited to do it now. If you guys want to watch the full reaction, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, let's get started. You don't hear that? She hears that.
If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
You smell something?
I just tried to smell it. Oh, I'm ridiculous. Okay.
It's here.
A full torso apparition. I have a plan. I know exactly what to do. Ready?
Get her!
Hey, Dean Yeager.
Are they being shut down?
The Board of Regents has decided to terminate your grant. You have to vacate these premises immediately.
This is preposterous.
I believe that we were destined to get thrown out of this dump.
For what purpose?
To go into business for ourselves.
As Ghostbusters. Ooh. Oh! The eggs! Haunted eggs! What the heck? Here she is, first customer!
I don't have an appointment. I'd like to talk to someone, please.
Oh, pretty lady. He's gotta come. Bounding
I'm
in.
Peter Venkman.
Tell you what, I'll take Miss Barrett back to her apartment and check her out. I'll go
Check
check
her
out Miss
out.
Barrett's
Check
apartment.
her out.
Oh
Is it
my
still there?
Look at all the junk food. I'm gonna go for broke. I am madly in love with you.
Don't
What the
believe
heck?
this. Will you please leave?
Thank you. We got one!
Ecto 1. Hey, it doesn't look bad.
Hey, anybody see a ghost?
Venkman's always so like nonchalant about everything. Oh no no no!
I think we better split up.
Good idea.
Yeah,
Really?
Do more damage that way.
Oh. You missed! You missed!
There's something very important I forgot to tell you.
What?
Don't cross the streams.
Don't cross the
Why?
streams.
It would be bad.
Total protonic reversal.
Don't
That's bad.
cross the streams.
Okay. All right. Important safety tip. Thanks, Egon.
Okay, on my go, Spengler. I want a confinement stream from you, okay? Go! Okay,
Oh, finally!
I'm closing it. Now!
We got it!
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass. Did you see it? What is it?
Sir, what you had there was what we refer to as a focused, non-terminal repeating phantasm, or a Class 5 full roaming vapor.
$5,000? I had no idea to be so much. I won't pay it.
Well, that's all right. We can just put it right back in there. Thank
Oh,
you.
we certainly can, Dr. Venkman.
No!
If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! If you're seeing things running through your head, who can you call?
I got it!
Ah.
This is Winston Zedmore. He's here about the job.
Beautiful. You're hired. Ray Stantz, Pete Venkman.
The man is competent to conduct a major symphony orchestra.
Yeah.
Could you wait here a minute?
Huh?
You have some information for me on my case? Zool was the minion of Gozer. What's Gozer?
Gozer was very big in Samaria.
Well, what's he doing in my icebox? I'll see you Thursday.
I'll bring the Royal Lance Guide and we'll eat and read.
Oh. That's where there were some shots on the gargoyles earlier. Oh, that is so Stranger Things. Oh! Oh no, he's gonna think she stood him up.
On the house at 8%.
Oh.
So they're okay. So, does anybody want to play Parcheesi?
Oh.
Are you the keymaster?
The Keymaster?
That I know of.
Easy. I make it a rule never to get involved with possessed people.
Oh, he knows. It's just he can't help himself.
He's more of a guy. What a lovely singing voice you must have.
Are you the gatekeeper?
You better bring him inside. What did you say your name was?
Vince Clortho, keymaster of Gozer.
I'm here with Dana Barrett. It seems the Goze has been putting some moves on my would-be girlfriend.
How is she?
She says she's the gatekeeper. Does that make any sense to you?
Some. I just met the keymaster. He's here with me now.
I tried to stop them. He says they have a warrant.
Excuse me, this is private property.
Shut this off. Shut these all off. Shut that thing down, and we are not going to be held responsible
On the
for whatever
contrary, you're gonna
happens.
be held
No, we
responsible.
won't be.
Shut
held
it off.
Responsible.
Oh. Oh. And this one again.
Well, you could believe Mr. Pecker.
My name is Peck.
Or you could accept the fact that this city is headed for a disaster of biblical proportion.
Rivers and seas boiling.
40 years of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes.
The dead rising from the grave.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Now, what do you need from me?
The military?
Hey, where these stairs go? They go up.
Oh.
Girl.
Gozer.
Are you a god?
Yes.
No.
Then
Ray, when someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
All right.
choose and perish.
What do you mean, choose? We don't understand.
Choose the form of the destructor.
Okay, so empty your heads. Empty your heads. Don't
Empty
think of
your
anything.
heads.
We've only got one shot at this.
The choice is made.
Whoa! Did you choose anything?
No.
Did you?
My mind is totally blank.
I didn't choose anything.
He did.
I couldn't help it. It just popped in there.
Oh my god.
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Why? That's gonna be the end of society. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
What have you got left?
Sorry, Venkman. I'm terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought. The door swings both ways. We could reverse the particle flow through the gate.
How?
We'll cross the streams.
See you on the other side, Ray. Nice working with you, Dr. Venkman.
Marshmallow in the background. Does that mean... Oh, damn. How are they going to survive that? How? How?
Are you alright?
And there we go.
Oh, where am I? Oh. Hi.
In your neighborhood, who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
If there's something weird.
That was fun. So, second movie in a row with an unexpected Sigourney Weaver sighting. I didn't know she was in the previous movie I watched, which I won't mention here in case that's a little spoilery for you guys, but I didn't know she was in Ghostbusters either. But yeah, pretty fun movie, super wonky and silly. I think I've heard the term "don't cross the streams" before, but I think I assumed it was talking about like two men standing and peeing next to each other and telling each other not to like pee on each other's streams, which, I mean, what else could cross the streams mean if you don't know what Ghostbusters... Okay, I'm gonna get made fun of for saying this, but anyway, that's what I thought before I watched this movie. This movie was enjoyable, but I didn't become all that attached to any of the Ghostbusters. Like, they're cool and all, but they weren't really what made the film for me. Like, I thought it would be cool to be a Ghostbuster, but I wouldn't want to be any of them in particular. I remember, again, from Stranger Things that neither Lucas nor Mike wanted to be Winston, and I can kind of see why. He came in later on in the film, wasn't really that important to the plot in any way, wasn't a scientist, but I'd probably not want to be any of the others either. I'd probably want to be like an original Ghostbusters if I were to do like a Halloween costume like they did. I did like Winston's line, though. When someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes. And I guess even though I wasn't a huge fan of any particular Ghostbuster, I enjoyed their journey as a group. I was rooting for their success. And I feel like more the little details are what made this film great, or better. The fact that their headquarters used to be a fire station and they used the fireman's pole, the Ecto-1 license plate on their Ectomobile. I know there's a Ghostbusters 2 movie. Don't know if there's a third one, but maybe they plan on expanding their business at some point and having multiple vehicles like the Ecto-2 or the Ecto-3. So yeah, probably that's where they were going with that. Walter Peck was a pretty fun character, honestly. I'd actually seen William Atherton, the actor who plays William Peck, first in an episode of Castle. He ran a company that promised eternal life by like cryo-freezing people and promising to unfreeze them when technology was better to keep them alive. So back then, when I first watched that episode, I didn't know he was in Ghostbusters, but it's cool to find out his earlier work, because this was like Ghostbusters was like 30 years before that episode I watched. And he was frustrating to the Ghostbusters, but kind of in a charming way. Like, it was fun watching him bumble around and have no idea what he's doing. Fun to watch him get made fun of a little bit. I didn't think he was too far beyond like reasonableness, but it was just fun to watch. Sigourney Weaver's character was a standout as well. Like, you felt so bad for her because she was just obviously dealing with so much. First, there's that neighbor who is clearly annoying as hell, and also exuding like huge stalker vibes. Like, he's not malicious, but like that does not matter. He's just And then there's freaking Zool. I mean, he's so much worse. She tries to find help dealing with Zool, and Venkman is more interested in harassing her than actually finding Zool. And at some point, she starts like becoming interested in him. I'm like, why? Like, he used the fact that you have to go to him for help to try to get with you. And then, I mean, she gets taken over by Zool, like, grasping at her in a way that is, like, overtly sexual. Then Clortho has a hold on Luis, the neighbor, and Lewis, the neighbor. And, like, I'm pretty sure they had sex with each other against their will, right? That's the only way that Gozer would have been able to come into this world, right? So we don't talk about that. Like, that kind of gets just brushed past really quickly. And then she winds up with Venkman in the end. Ugh, poor Dana Barrett. Just poor Dana Barrett. And yeah, the movie just kind of like makes it feel like all her troubles were kind of like just run-of-the-mill things. Like, she clearly could be traumatized by all this, but they just don't play that up at all. Anyway, I liked the different ghosts that they have to hunt down. It feels like they have a lot of personality. The green ectoplasm at the hotel was a lot of fun. Gozer's plan to destroy the world was interesting. I really like the choose the form of the destructor. What would be the first thing that would come to mind for you all? I'm surprised that 3 of the Ghostbusters were able to keep things out of their mind. Only for, I think, Ray to think of the Stay Puft Marshmallow. Oh, man. And, I mean, it's understandable. Like, telling someone not to think of something is going to make them think of it. And the Stay Puft Marshmallow was adorable and terrifying at the same time. It immediately reminded me of, like, the Michelin Man meets Pillsbury Doughboy. And, yeah, I can see why this movie is considered kind of like a classic. It was good, fun. But maybe it would have hit me differently as a kid. Or maybe if I was a kid at the time the movie came out. Or maybe if I was around when the movie came out. I know this probably influenced a lot going forward, but maybe if it was a fresher movie, for me, it would have been more enjoyable. Maybe if I was younger and not understanding of how much of a raw deal Sigourney Weaver, Dana Barrett gets, maybe this would be a higher score. I think I'm going to give it a 7.25, though. It was a mixed bag. Some parts are really interesting. Others were just like meh. Like the world building, some of the side characters were really, really cool. But yeah, I never like it when someone crosses the line like Venkman does with Dana and still winds up getting with her in the end. Don't like all the sexual violence that Dana had to go through. But yeah, there are things that I can see why they made it into pop culture. So I'll leave it at that. Yeah, that's it for my commentary. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction. If you want to see the full reaction or you want to talk about the movie, we have Patreon and Discord in the link in the description below. I'll actually include them in the comments too, or I'll try to remember to do that. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, really helps the channel. Subscribe, and yeah, happy spook season. I'm releasing this on the 23rd on Patreon and 30th on YouTube, so ooh. Bye, friends.